Watch out for that infrared spam.
Steady up, fellas. I got orders coming.
All those map hacks. Double the map hacks, double the overpoweredness. Alright, everybody, welcome to a game from Dave versus Cruzz. Probably game 2, if I had to guess. We're going to be seeing Crossroads. Crossroads is the round 3 map. Dave playing as U.S. forces in the south versus Cruz's Ober Commando West in the north. We are seeing Western Front armies from both of these players. No surprise from Dave. Cruzz, I kind of thought was more of an Oster player, but for whatever reason, he chose Ober Commando West on this map. He's going with a Kubelwagen opening, sending Sturmpio straight down the middle, and Kubelwagen right. And Dave is not doing anything edgy, like getting a second rear echelon squad, but just going with the regular rifle opening, and actually splitting his forces between the left and right side, backcabbing with the rear echelon troops, and making a more aggressive play for the left side fuel with his first 2 riflemen.
Listen up. Here's the deal.
Hi, Sam Brownie. Welcome to Starcross Cup 5.
Here's the thing.
Tank traps going up in the central VP. Hi, Antilles. And that'll give him a little bit of green cover, I suppose, in theory. His rifleman just waiting patiently in green cover, left side, for the right moment to strike. Crosses the road. Sturmpio's move to scare him off. He's going to backpedal back into green cover here. Takes a little damage crossing the road a second time. Nothing really happening yet. I'm surprised that Dave spreads his infantry out so much in the early game. Doesn't take any engagements, just kind of hovers. Jumping from green cover to green cover. At range. Rear echelon troops doing the same. Getting a little damage against the Kubelwagen there. These riflemen just hovering in the center VP. Decide to rotate to support the rear echelon troops that are having a little trouble capturing this fuel point because of this Kubelwagen harassing them, although it is taking damage quick. Riflemen arrive to support, but they actually look like they might lose this engagement. Yeah, they definitely will. Volksgrenadiers plus Kubelwagen is a little too much for them to handle. Riflemen moving up the left side win against the Sternpios and Volksgrenadiers eventually. And we'll start capturing these points, but I think Cruzz does have a slight fuel advantage. What are those riflemen waiting for? They need to retreat. Dave is very stubborn here. Tanking damage with those riflemen just long enough to win the engagement for his rear echelon troops, but fresh squad is on its way to chase them off, so I don't think Dave's going to be able to really cap anything over here. He hasn't gone with a 4th rifle squad, which means he must be going lieutenant instead of captain, which I think is a somewhat risky thing to do against Ober Commando West, because you don't get the Stewart. I wonder if Dave is a fan of the AA half-track. I guess we'll see.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Taking fire! Contact! Enemy fire! Regimental HQ for mechanized units will be here.
That's right, Antilles. I enter super try-hard mode when
Capture point is being overrun.
when there's a tournament on the line.
The supply line
just got cut off.
50 cal out for Dave. Very popular against Oberkommando West. J for Jet buys these in huge quantities, but he usually goes captain first. He usually goes captain for a Stuart rush and then back techs into 50 cals, which is a somewhat more edgy build. Dave just goes 50 cal rush. Didn't even get himself a light vehicle. May not even be planning to get a light vehicle. Maybe he purely just wants 50 cals. Gets the ambulance first at any rate.
Heavy truck, waiting for deployment.
What the hell am I meant to do with these recruits?
A capture point is under attack.
Well, grab your shit and follow me.
Enemy infantry!
Potato man, try to outflank us!
50 cal forced to retreat. It's completely unsupported and getting flanked. Meanwhile, infantry squads are harassing right side of the map. Volksgrenadiers won't be able to stop a lieutenant. And an MG-34 is out for Cruzz, so they actually have very similar build orders, except for that Cruzz appears to be going for a Lux. And his low fuel start is going to cause the Lux to be a little bit late, but it should still be a very strong tool against lieutenant opening. Of course, it does mean he won't have healing, whereas Dave has an ambulance out. Kind of a cool skin.
We're getting plastered over here! Orders! Listen up! Who? Ready!
Fire on that infantry!
Infantry assaulting!
Ready for duty! Watch the flank! Field promotion!
No! No lag. I really hope that the games aren't lagging because of the server maintenance a few days ago. Hope everybody's having as seamless of an experience as possible. In observer mode, obviously it doesn't matter that much, but you can imagine like a full second almost stutter like that could be game changing.
Contact! Small arms fire!
Back at full.
That's it! That's it! Give it to him!
A very wounded force trying to hold the line over here is not going to stand any chance, and they are not monitored. There they go, just barely managing to escape.
Someone get us out of here!
Dave with the next level rear echelon troop micro, actually managing to keep them alive for more than 10 minutes, perhaps.
Squad numbers.
A capture point is being overrun.
Lousy patch of dirt.
Gather round.
Forward ambulance right here. Nice usage of the ambulance to actually support infantry on the field when possible, but that may come back to haunt him. That decision may turn out not to be the right one. If Cruzz just drove a hair farther forward, he would have spotted that. I don't think he knows that it's over there, sadly. He could have just done a little drive-by and killed that ambulance for free. Fortunately for Dave, doesn't seem that Cruzz spotted it.
Under attack!
Nice cutoff maneuver here from Dave. Oh, he's not gonna dodge that. Took a lot of damage. Will he escape? I don't think so. The 50 cal has a very realistic wipe opportunity here. And dead. First bullet, boom, right in the back. Dead Volksgrenadier squad. I think that's the first wipe of the game, but the looks stands a very good chance of causing huge headaches for Dave. Checking the stats really quick, and yes, that Volksgrenadier squad is the very first squad to go down. So that hurts, but it looks like Cruzz is going to trade.
Ready for action.
Bazookas purchased on the rear echelon squad over here. He does have two of them, so the looks will have to retreat. Cruzz is going to stick around just long enough to get a little extra damage done before pulling back. And the stern pilot should be able to repair that somewhat quickly. That bazooka squad will really be the only defense Dave has against the looks for now.
Ready for deployment.
Cruzz has decided on Luftwaffe and is going to call in some Fallschirmjäger. Fallschirmjäger are quite strong this patch. Luftwaffe has received quite a few changes this patch. Perhaps he'll be able to utilize the smoke to his advantage just to inhibit the 50 cal's ability to participate. And of course, Fallschirmjäger are a very powerful elite infantry squad. And Dave has gone airborne. Recon seems very popular lately. But Dave is actually going to go with airborne. Interesting. No Greyhound spam from Dave. Machine gun battle going on in the middle here. Looks like the 50 cal is winning. Fallschirmjäger supporting on the left side should be able to force away these riflemen. Very good wipe opportunity for the looks. He's going to try and take it. Fallschirmjäger getting the squad low. Looks going in for the kill, but a rifle grenade will stop him from picking up the wipe in all likelihood. Takes engine damage and is forced away. Fallschirmjäger are available to protect. Kubelwagen gets picked up right side, not being monitored. The MG-34 doesn't arrive in time to protect it. Or even to suppress this rifle squad. It'll probably be in a little bit of danger. Volksgrenadiers are also going to have to retreat away from this lieutenant. Going with the incendiary grenade. Hopes his opponent doesn't react. Does react, a little bit late. MG-34 is moving to support though, and the riflemen are a little far away. It doesn't look like Cruzz can win this engagement, although he might actually pick up a wipe right here on the lieutenant. Nice pickup for Cruzz if he can get that machine gun out of there. The grenade, they were too spread out, so I don't think he's going to be able to get that wipe. So Cruzz actually gets away with the lieutenant kill. Bazooka's moving up left side, however, will pick up the looks. Looks goes down. A lot of engagements happening on both sides of the map, and it's not that easy to keep track of everything that's going on. The looks just barely managed to get Vet 2 before being picked up by Dave. Nice pickup by Dave. Cruzz has 143 fuel in the bank, but he hasn't got his tier 4 structure up just yet. And it looks like he's going to be relying on Fallschirmjäger to carry him into the late game. He's going with a second squad. Might be tough for Dave to keep up with that, but he is buying another 50 cal. Maybe he heard the plane flying overhead and thought, uh-oh, more Fallschirmjäger. I'm going to need another machine gun. This army is looking a little weak, a little bit small compared to what he's up against. Forces on the left are getting overwhelmed.
The enemy has cut our supply
There's just
chain.
way too much
The
stuff over
resource
here
sector has been isolated.
for Dave to stop with 150 cal, probably. Smoke grenade out. Although this MG-34 is pinned and probably going to get wiped. 50 cal has to retreat. And now Dave is calling in some planes of his own. Paratroopers are dropping somewhere on the front lines, actually. Potentially upgrading them with some LMGs or Thompsons or something. And even without upgrades, they'll easily win this engagement against Sturmpios and suppressed Volksgrenadiers. Thompson upgrade on the way. Uh-oh, that suppression is a big deal. They got a little too close, and now they may have to retreat against an otherwise pretty small infantry force. He's going to lose a lot of map presence because of that 50 cal. Dave making really good use of 50 cals. Lieutenant tier paying off, despite the fact that the looks gave him a little trouble.
Our resource sector has been cut off from our
50
supply
cals
chain.
doing... Oh my god. This is why people go airborne. This is exactly why I am not sure I fully believe that Recon is the stronger U.S. Forces commander. Did you see that damage? Thompson paratroopers are brutal. Wow, so brutal. In fact, the Cruzz just threw in the towel. That's a 500 victory point win for Dave. Gonna be very tough for Cruzz to beat going into game 2, or maybe that's the end of the series. I'll have to check the brackets.